Why are so many people freaking out about budget cuts to Medicaid? It hasn't happened yet. Calm down, everybody. Well, here's a little bit about why. I'm Mimi, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about Medicaid. Every so often, our government has to decide on their budget, what they're going to spend money on, things like our military, our healthcare, our roads, tons of other things. And Medicaid is one of those things that they have to spend money on because people's lives literally depend on it. Medicaid provides health care and support programs to people in our country. And a lot of people rely on Medicaid. People like children, people who are disabled, elderly people in nursing homes. So let's talk a little bit about the budget process that they're going through. When our lawmakers in Congress are making these decisions, different committees meet and are given amounts that they have to cut from the budget. There's a committee in the House of Representatives called the Committee of Energy and Commerce, and its budget is about Medicare, Medicaid, and a bunch of other stuff too. This committee was told to cut $880 billion in spending from its next budget. So here's a diagram of everything that this committee is in charge of. It's in charge of Medicaid, Medicare, and other stuff. And over here, you can see how much it has to cut. About $800 billion, $880 billion to be exact. If you look at the amounts, you can see that $880 billion that they have to cut is way bigger than all the other stuff. And they've all promised that they're not ever going to touch Medicare. So what does that leave? Medicaid. That's where the rest of the cuts are going to come from. This other stuff only equals about $580 billion. So if they're not going to touch Medicare, the only thing left to cut is going to be Medicaid. This is also backed up by a memo that came from the Congressional Budget Office. They gave them subtotals for projected outlays. If you took out outlays for everything other than Medicaid, this totals $580 billion. If you take out Medicaid and CHIP, which is a children's health insurance program, then it's only going to equal $381 billion over the 10-year period that they have to make these cuts for. So where are they going to get that $880 billion? In the state of Wisconsin, we also had this report come out from our Department of Health Services, where they start talking about what the impact of these cuts would mean for people in Wisconsin who use Medicaid. So what do you think? Is this something that we should worry about, or should we wait and see? If your life depended on it, would you be willing to wait and see?